In a forgotten corner of the city, Liam's bakery was a small beacon of warmth. He was a young baker, drowning in his late father's debt, but he had a secret ritual. Every morning before baking his first loaf, he would write a small, anonymous note of hope. "You are stronger than you think. This too shall pass. Someone believes in you," and tuck it inside one random loaf. It was a small, silent act of kindness, a message in a bottle, sent out into a sea of lonely people. One cold evening, a black car pulled up. A woman in a designer coat, her face a mask of profound, empty sadness, bought the last loaf of bread. This was Eleanor Vance, a billionaire who had just lost her only child. Her perfect world had shattered, and she had decided that tonight would be her last. The loaf of bread was just a final, meaningless act before the end. Back in her sterile penthouse, she sat alone, the city lights twinkling below like a world she no longer belonged to. She broke the bread not to eat, but just as something to do with her hands. A small, folded piece of paper fell out. She almost threw it away, but something made her open it. The note, in simple, heartfelt handwriting, said, "Your story isn't over yet." The words, so simple, so direct, broke through her wall of grief. A stranger somewhere out there had unknowingly spoken directly to her soul. It was a sign, a tiny flicker of light in an endless darkness. She didn't end her life that night. Instead, for the first time in months, she felt a sliver of hope. Determined to find the source of this impossible message, Eleanor used her resources to track down the small, struggling bakery. The next day, she walked in, not as a billionaire, but as a woman searching for the person who saved her life. She saw Liam, his face tired but his eyes kind, writing another note. She bought a loaf and found the message, "Your kindness can change the world." Eleanor finally spoke, her voice trembling. "Your note, it saved me." Liam looked up, confused and stunned. That day, Eleanor didn't just thank him. She bought the bakery, cleared all his debts, and funded his dream to open a chain of hope bakeries across the country, each one with a secret note of hope tucked inside. Liam, the poor baker, learned that his small, secret acts of kindness weren't silent at all. They were a lifeline, powerful enough to save a life he never knew was drowning.